So here it is an example problem for calculating the capacity. So as I stated in earlier class, given the load acting on the machine member, but in some of the cases or in few cases we need to find out the load carrying capacity of the machine component, either it is a crane hook or it is an C-frame. So here if you see the problem here, so it is a crane hook problem. So a section of it is not a crane, it is a crane hook, is a rectangular in shape, so whose width is 30 mm and depth is 60 mm. So as I stated, so for each and every problem, so whatever the cross section it is, so whatever the application it is, so we can start with drawing the separate cross section of given dimensions. So I can draw here the rectangular cross section with respect of the center of curvature line. So it is the center of curvature, I can denote with O. So and it is a rectangular cross section as I stated. So please remember the depth is always perpendicular to the center of curvature line. So here I may get the depth. So it is the depth is 80 mm, sorry 60 mm it is. So and the width is parallel to the center of curvature line and the width is 30 mm. So 30 by 60 rectangle I need to draw. So and its depth is 60 mm. Height is 30 mm. So this is the cross section data given. Here 30 by 60 rectangle, and the section is at a distance of 125 mm from the inside section. So it is the inside section. So from here to the center of curvature line, so it is 125, and this radius we call it as Ri. So inner radius of curvature, that is 125 mm. So from the inside section, and the load line is 100 mm from the same point. So same point in the sense, so they mentioned the radius of curvature from the inside fibers. So in a similar fashion, from the same point which represents the inner fibers. So from the inner fibers again the load line is acting. So for example, so I can take so here inside the, so I can represent with W. So here the distance from inner fibers to the load acting, so it is given as 100 mm. So that is inside of the center of curvature, then the load line is acting, that is 100 mm from the inner fibers. So find the capacity of crane hook, and their permissible stress values is given. So sigma equal to 75 or sigma d equal to 75 Newton per mm square. We need to find out the load carrying capacity. So load acting is not given in this case. So in earlier case the amount of the magnitude of load acting is given, so that we are computed the maximum induced stresses at the inner and outer fibers. But in this case so it is not mentioned any magnitude. So we need to find out the capacity of the hook, so that so the permissible value of stress is mentioned here, that is 75 Newton per mm square. So here the problem is so you can find out the maximum stress in terms of W. So the maximum stresses in the fibers, that is here inner fibers and outer fibers are there. So we know that the inner fibers sigma bi, so that is my by A into Ri. So and sigma b naught, that is the stress at the outer fibers, minus my by A into R naught. So here out of the both the stresses, so the maximum stress we can observe at the inner fibers. Why? Because this is the tensile. So it is a compression stress, so that the maximum stress is observed at the inner fiber. So first of all, so no need to find out all these stresses. So we can find out the stress of at the inner fibers, that is sigma bi, and that should be equated to the permissible tensile stress sigma t. So from that we can find out the load carrying capacity W in newtons. Clear? So this is so how it is going to be. So here the bending stress at the inner fiber should be in terms of W. So we may get the sigma Bi in terms of W, and we can equate to the permissible tensile stress here, so that we can find so the load acting on the, that is a load capacity of the crane. Clear? So let us see so how we are going to calculate the load capacity. So here, so the procedure for solving the problem is same. So the steps involved is same. So but here instead of finding out the stresses, so we need to find out the capacity of. So first of all, you can find out the outer radius of fibers, that is the radius of curvature to the outer fibers. R naught is given by, so Ri plus H. So Ri is given 125, and R naught, that is a depth. So this can be represented by H, and the width is represented by B. So H is known 60. So 125, 60. So we get so 185. Clear? So again immediately we can represent value of R naught in the cross section diagram. So R naught equal to 185 mm. Clear? So and then so we need to find out the values of R and Rn. So we know that so by calculating the value of R, so we can indicate the centroidal axis in the cross section, and Rn that represents the distance from radius and center of curvature to the neutral axis. So for calculating these R and Rn, so both the equations for this rectangular cross section, the equations we can take it from design data book. So for the radius of curvature to the centroidal axis, R is given by Ri plus H by 2. So why? Because it is an rectangular cross section, the centroidal axis which lies at the center of the cross section. So it is a centroidal axis. Clear? So Ri plus H by 2. So it is 125 plus, so H is 60, and here it is 30. So it may be 155 mm. Clear? So and then you can represent in the diagram, so radius of curvature to the centroidal axis, that is R equal to 155 mm. Clear? So and then radius of curvature to the neutral axis, Rn equal to, so H by Ln into R naught by Ri. So by substituting the values of H, R naught and Rn in this equation, so I may get the value of Rn, so 153.04 mm. So immediately we can represent neutral axis in the diagram. So you can check whether your calculated value is correct or not by checking with the values of R and Rn. As I stated, the value of R is always greater than the Rn. Why? Because the neutral axis always tends to slide towards the center of curvature line. Clear? So we can substitute the value of, so we can mention the value of Rn here. So Rn equal to 153.04 mm. Clear? So we can also find out, that is a mention the offset distance. So by calculating the difference of radius of curvatures of centroidal axis to the neutral axis, R minus Rn, 1.955 mm. So that also you can mention here, 1.95 mm. So apart of that, we can also need to mention the values of y naught and yi. So here the value of y naught is not much required. So but as per the procedure we can follow it. So we need to find out the stress at the inner fibers. So we require so what is the equation for stress at the inner fiber? That is my by, so myi by ae into Ri. So Ri is known and small e is known. and yi you need to find out initially. So yi, so that is the inner fiber distance from the neutral axis, so that is given by rn minus ri. So it is the distance from here to here, that is a yi. Clear? So yi is also known, and then so you can calculate the moment m, so load into, so perpendicular distance, that is the equation. But here the load w is unknown, so you can mention w in terms of w as it is, so that the total moment may get in terms of load magnitude w. So but what is the value of L? So as stated, so the L is represented by, so that is the distance from point of application of load to the centroidal axis. So it is the distance from here to here. This represents the length, so L, perpendicular distance L. So and how do we calculate L? So L is given by L equal to, so it is a short of so 25 mm. So this is the distance of 25. So short of 25. So I can written as radius of curvature from centroidal axis, that from the center of curvature to the centroidal axis, that is represented by R. So but the load application is short of 25 mm from the center of curvature line, so I can written it as an r minus 25. So r we already find out that, so it is, so it may be given 130 mm is given by 130 w Newton mm. Clear? So and then we find out sigma bi, so stress, that is a maximum stress at the inner fiber, sigma bi myi by a into ri. So and area of cross section is 1800 Newton mm square, so 60 into 30. So we can substitute it directly, so no need to find out individually. So area equal to 60 into 30, 1800 mm square. So and the moment is so 130 L, and yi we found it 28.04, and the area 1800 into 1.95 into ri is, so ri is 125. Okay, 6.28 into 10 power minus 3 f Newton per mm square. So sorry, not f, so you can take it. So it is w, so 130 w, so here we get w Newton per mm square. So total bending stress in terms of load w. So you can equate so bending stress at inner fibers to the permissible stress sigma t. So find out up to this extent by equating that, or otherwise if suppose if the section is subjected to the direct stress, so we can also take the value of direct stress here, so that is resultant stress at the inner fiber sigma b plus sigma bi. So here we are not considered any direct stress, but in the case of crane hook there is a chance of so it is in the shape the crane hook, so load is acting here, so that if you take a cross section, so the load is acting along the axis, so there is always a direct stress can also be induced, so that we can take a resultant stress at the end fibers as a maximum sigma ri equal to sigma t. So that direct stress we can also find out in terms of w, so load by area. So area is 1800, so the value of direct stress, so you can simply written in terms of w. Clear? So sigma ri equal to sigma t, so w by 1800 plus 8.28 into 10 power minus 3 w should be equated to kilonewtons. So we can also check the value of load, that is the load carrying capacity of the crane hook. So with the permissible stress of 75 for the material we are selected for crane hook, then the stress, then the maximum loading carrying capacity of the crane hook is only 8.48 kilonewtons. So we can also check after getting the capacity, so we can substitute the value of w in the equation of stresses. So you can substitute in sigma BA, and similarly you can find out the sigma B naught, and then we can find out the sigma. So sigma Ri is usually, so it is as equal to the 75 we may get. So you can find out the sigma R naught value, so that we may get the stresses induces at the outer fibers. Clear? So this is how we need to find out so the capacity of machine component, so when load is not given, so when it is given with the permissible stress values. Clear? So here one more example problem is there. So it is an again a crane hook, so of trapezoidal cross section, so have an inner width of 80, depth 100, and inner radius is given. So in the initial step, so we need to draw a separate cross section for the trapezoidal, so that is crane hook. So their inner width is given, so inner width of 80 mm, so, and outer width is not given, and the depth is 100 mm, and radius, inner radius again it is, so from here, so it is 150 mm. Alright. So calculate. So here they given find out the width. If the stresses are numerically equal at inner and outer fibers, also determine the capacity. So we need to capacity. So F we need to calculate. So and the outer fiber is also not given. So that is BI is not given. So we need to find out BI. So as well as capacity of crane hook. So and the load line is not given here, so we can assume the load is acting along the center of curvature line. So here I am taking so load is acting along the, so that is here I can mention the load acting is F. So it is acting along the center of curvature line. So F is given, so inner radius Ri is given, and then depth is given, width of inner fiber is given, and width of outer fiber is not given, that is B naught. So calculate the width. So if the stresses are numerical, they given the condition, so how you are going to calculate so the outer fiber means they given the condition. So what is that condition is so the stresses at inner and outer fibers are same, so that is inner fiber stresses are sigma Ri, and so outer fiber stresses are sigma R naught. So this is the condition they given. So the stresses at inner and outer fibers are same, so that we can equating the stresses. So we need to find out so the width at the outer fiber. So let us see so how to find the inner and outer. So sigma Ri. So what is the sigma Ri? So how we can write the sigma Ri? So that is given by sigma D plus sigma Ri. So that can be equated to sigma D sigma R naught. So we may get the sigma R equal to sigma R naught. Clear? So we may get so MYI by A into RI, so MY naught by A into R naught. So here I am not taking any negative sign. Why? Because the given stresses are numerically equal, so the magnitude are same, so no need to mention the negative sign. It is a compression, so we know that. So the moments are get cancelled, and areas and widths are get cancelled. So only the thing you can get the relation is yi by Ri equal to so y naught by R naught. So from that yi by y naught we can get so Ri by R naught. So if you know the Ri and R naught, so Ri is given 150 mm, and what is R naught? That is gives the Ri plus H gives the R naught. So this is the total value of outer radius of curvature R naught. So that is 150 plus 100, 250. So we know the value of so 150 by 250. Clear? So from that we may get the relation. So yi equal to 0.6 times of y naught. This will be taken as an equation 1. Clear? So apart of that, from the figure or from the diagram, so the total height h can be written as, so if you locate the neutral axis here, so this represents a yi and this represents y. So this total depth h can be written as, so that should be equated to the yi plus y naught. Clear? So you can so write, so in this form, so yi plus y naught can be given equal to the total depth h. Clear? So that is 100 mm. So yi, you can know that the yi value, so yi equal to 0.6 y naught plus y naught equal to 100. So using that, so you can find out the values of yi and y naught. So what is the necessity to find the yi and y naught here? So it is need to find out the values of yi and y naught. If you know the values of yi and y naught, so that so we can get the value of Rn. So if you can able to locate the y and yn, we can locate the neutral axis. So that is Rn. So from the equation of Rn, we can find out the width at the outer fiber. So from this, so we can find out the value of y naught. So we may get so 1.6 y naught. So y naught. So once check with the value of y naught. So that so yi equal to 0.6 times of y naught. So yi equal to 0.6 y naught. We can get the value of yi. So we can substitute both the values of so here find out the y naught. So and as well as we can also find out the value of yi here, so that we can get the value of Rn. So that is the location of Rn. So that equal to Ri plus yi. So I get the value of Rn 187.5 mm. So I can locate it directly 187.5 mm here. So you can find out, you can check with the values, you can substitute, you can simplify it and find out the values of y naught and yi, and by substituting the values here, so I get the final value of Rn as 187.5 mm. So and you can take the relation or equation for the radius of curvature to the neutral axis from the design data book for trapezoidal cross section. So by substituting the values of all Rn value, so and yi, y naught and ri and rn in that equation, so we can find the value of width at the outer fiber, so that is a b naught, and this should be equated to, so it is given as 26 mm. So that is the value of b naught. So from the equation of Rn, so you can take it from design data book for trapezoidal cross section, the equation of Rn, radius of neutral axis. So you can take it from design data book and substitute all the values and check whether it is coming a b naught is 26 mm or not. So and then you can find out the value of radius of curvature, and again you can take it from design data book, the equation. So you can find out the value of r. So you may get so 191.550 mm. So the value of r is greater than Rn, so that the equation is I can check technically, so logically it may be correct. So it is a central axis and this may be a neutral axis, so that this may be I'm anticipating it is a correct answer. So you can also check with the substituting the values in the equation. So take it from design data book. Clear? So after finding out Rn and Rn, so that we get the value of b naught. So one more thing we need to find out here is so that is the capacity of crane hook. So for calculating the capacity of crane hook, as I stated, the sigma ri is equated to the sigma t. So the permissible stress Pascal. So we can find out the sigma bi in terms of so yi is known, and find out the cross sectional area, so that is half bi plus b naught into h. So we get in Newton per mm square, that is a cross sectional area. And so the equation value for E, so that is R minus Rn. So that is 187 and 191. You can get around 4 mm. So you can check it. So and Ra is also known 150, and the moment. So the moment is given by, so m equal to f into L. So f is unknown value that we need to find out. So and L is a perpendicular distance from load acting to the central axis. So here the load line distance is not given. So I am assuming the load is acting along the center of curvature. So I am taking L as a radius of curvature R. So L equal to R, so that I may get so 191.05 F Newton mm. Clear? So by substituting value of m as 191.05 F Newton mm and yi is known, so that is a value of so you can find out it. So yi can be around 37 or 38 mm. We can substitute here, and area is known and small e is known and Ra is given. So we can get the value in terms of F Newton per mm square. And similarly, you can also need to find out the direct stress load by area. So this may be also in terms of F, and you can get the sigma Ri, sigma d plus sigma bi, and these should be in terms of F Newton per mm square, and these should be equated to permissible stress value. So that is 100 Newton per mm square. We find the load capacity F. So you can check with the values. So by substituting all the values in the equation and find out load carrying capacity F in newtons or kilonewtons. So you can do this as an exercise problem. So by substituting, it is a simple substitutional simplification. You can do at your own. So by taking the values, by substituting it, so find out the load carrying capacity F. So I given the answer for width at the outer fiber. So you can find out the capacity of a crane hook. So the maximum capacity with the permissible stress value of 100 megapascal, and check the values. So whether it is exactly came or not, and check. I will send the solution through WhatsApp after your completion of your notes. Clear? So that whatever the application, the design procedure is same, and whatever the method is. So either if you want to find out the stresses, or if you want to find out the capacity of machine frame or the hook, the procedure is remain same. It won't change. So please be careful with that. So please practice too many of problems, so that you may get an idea as well as you may get an knowledge to solve the problems. Clear? So that I can proceed with the next unit in the very next class. So unit number 4, that is a transmission of belt drives, chain drives, and